Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Hello, I'm M&T. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy. I know they do. I know they envy me. Feet on the floor. What they gonna say now? We came along from last place. Bottom to top of the fast pace. Out of this surf, I get touchdown. I take a loss, get it back.
You're listening to the Urban Sports Scene and Bowie TV's Baltimore Ravens pregame show. The Baltimore Ravens will be taking on the LA Rams. I'm Wole, and I will be joined by dynamic Ravens reporter Carita Parks. So before we get into all of that, we gotta knock out some logistics. Hey, subscribe to the Urban Sports Scene podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. You can also subscribe to the Urban Sports Scene and Bowie TV YouTube channels. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support the shows. The super chats will be prioritized over all comments in the chat. Also, you can join our Urban Sports Scene Facebook group. Just search Urban Sports Scene, sports bloggers, sports podcasters, and sports debates. You can hit us up on X at Urban Sports Scene, IG and TikTok at Urban Sports Scene, and also like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. All right, here's the rundown. I'll chat with Bowie TV's Ravens beat reporter Carita Parks live from M&T Bank Stadium. Carita will provide us with her keys for Ravens victory and drop her predictions. And finally, she'll provide us with some over and under Ravens prop bets. All right, let's get Carita right in here. Live from M&T Bank Stadium, we got Carita Parks. What's going on, Carita?
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Ooh, the lighting is good today.
I know it's jumping. It is popping. It is popping. Carita, as we always start this. Well, first of all, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
That's good.
Cannot complain.
I'm doing much better than I did last week. I'm great. Like
you definitely are. I'm back to
me.
To be yourself.
Exactly. I'm back. back. All right. So anyway, first off, what are some of the notable active and inactive players for today's matchup, and how will some of these decisions impact the Ravens game plan on both sides of the ball?
Well, not too many surprises. A lot of the same guys who've been inactive: Roquan, Chidobe, Lamar, of course, Pat Ricard. I will say all of those guys did start coming back to practice, so hopefully we see them after the bye week. Carson Benson's inactive this week. Tez Walker, that's a new one, but I know he had been dealing with an injury, so that could be a part of it. And then Aeneas Peebles. Now, this is his first time being inactive, Aeneas, so that'll be interesting. So if anybody goes down on the defensive line, they don't have an extra.
Yeah.
But hey.
So how was coming into this game? How was practice been in terms of morale, in terms of energy? And having all these guys out and going into this game. How were the players? How was their energy going into this game?
Truth be told, and I was literally just telling somebody this the other day, despite this stretch that they've been on of losing, the energy at practice has still been positive. You still hear the chatter and the energy and, things like that. So I would say, despite the circumstances, they still seem to be fairly, I think that for them, they do still believe that they can turn it around. Okay. Now, today is going to be pretty big game. I've been saying this for like the past 3 games.
Yeah. But no, it is what it is.
But this one for sure, because they need a win before going into the bye week.
Yeah.
Seriously. And, at this point, who knows what the bye week holds?
Exactly.
I don't know if it's going to be a quiet bye week or not.
No, I think you're right. I think it's it's a must win. I don't think ain't no shame in saying it. It's a must win.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, I'm like, dang, I've been saying that. I've been saying that for like the past 3 weeks.
I know, but it is what it is. Once you fall behind, almost every game from a certain point is a must win. You know what I mean? When you don't. And even if they had won
territory for a little bit, yeah.
And even if they had won, real talk, even if they beat the Texans, today would still be a must win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To your
yeah, you're
yes.
right.
So it's like because they're in such a hole. But yeah, I'm glad they're all in positive spirits because that was my thing. Like going into it, when you're a team that is
Yeah.
expected to be contending for a Super Bowl, and you start this slow, you kind of want to see where their headspace is at. It seems like
Yeah.
they still believe they can turn this thing around.
Yeah. Now they're definitely surprised. They've all said, they are surprised and shocked that they are in this position.
Yeah.
But overall, I get the sense that they still feel like they could turn this around.
Yeah. I mean, they're just a win away from that being reality because you get your leader back after the bye. I think they're getting the leader back after the bye.
I mean, and I do too, actually.
Yeah.
I really felt like when he went down that they probably were going to keep him out through the bye week. And that's the smartest thing to do.
Right.
It's going to be more important for him to be healthy in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Especially in the position that they are right now.
Yeah. And, when you got 8 on your squad, you feel confident that you can win any game. So just like to your point, just to get him out there is the thing. You have to get him healthy. If you can get him healthy, I think 8 can take over games. We've seen it. So
absolutely,
we definitely seen it. So I feel like it was just like you said, it was the smart play. All right. So speaking of 8's, out for the second straight week, how confident is this coaching staff in Cooper Rush is a command of the offense, and what adjustments do you think they've made from what happened last week with Cooper Rush at the helm?
I mean, it's hard for me to say what adjustments they made because of the fact that we only see individual drills in practice, probably, so we don't.
Was there any chatter? Was there any chatter though, like how they can play to his strengths and not his weaknesses or anything like that? Or
not really. I mean, one thing about the Ravens and Harbaugh, they don't give hints away.
Yeah,
so there's no hint, but I think everyone does definitely feel like the turnovers. There were 3 turnovers, not all his fault, but there were 3 turnovers. So everyone knows that needs to be cleaned up. Getting the run game going still continues to be a priority. And so, yeah, that's kind of where we are.
Speaking of run game, Derrick Henry is expected to show the most of the load. Last week he had like 15 carries last week.
Yeah, something like that.
So, how critical is it for them? Well, we know it's critical for them to have a great run game for them to win this game. But do you expect Derrick Henry to get like, even if they're down, to get 20 plus carries? Like obviously last week they fell behind so quickly that they felt like they had to get away from the run game. Do you expect them to like really be run focused in this game?
Well, yeah, they have to get back to that. That's their identity. So, and like I just told you, throughout the week, that has been a theme. And throughout the past couple of weeks, the theme has been trying to get the run game going. Now, teams have definitely done a better job of stopping the run game, particularly Derrick Henry. But they got to get back to their identity, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, I agree. I think you got to get Derrick Henry's they got to tap into that Derrick Henry.
But they got to stick to him too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. They got to tap into that Derrick Henry usage that, like, say, and I'm using another team that the Titans how they used to utilize Derrick Henry. It was more like, all right, we know our passing game ain't it. We got you, so it don't matter. Like, we got you. We're gonna run. We got to run on third down. We'll run on third down. Like, it could be 3rd and 3. We're gonna run the ball. We're not gonna throw it. Like, it's got to get to a point where you trust Derrick Henry more than you trust any player on your offense.
Part of me feels like with the Titans, they didn't have as many options, right?
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes that does get in the way with the Ravens, is that they do have so many options on offense.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I just feel like I also think that
I don't think that should change
no.
I mean, I'm still in agreement with you on that, but I do think that that's probably a part of it.
No, I agree. I think because when you have a player like Zay Flowers, especially Zay Flowers, you got some of the tight ends. You want to feel like you can throw the football, but also I'm like, you got to look who's throwing the football though. It's a whole different question. I get you got weapons, but it's who throwing you the football. Is like, all right,
I hear you though.
it sound good. It sound like you got D Hop. It sound good. Like D Hop, you good, man. Zay, you like that, but I'm sorry, your game is predicated on rush throwing you. Fit number 15. It's 15. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're
It's
right.
predicated number 15 throwing you the football. So you may not be as good right now because number 8 ain't throwing you the ball.
Right.
So I'm like 22.
And in some ways, I feel like they are used to Lamar throwing them the ball. I kind of feel like that may have been a little bit of the issue. It shouldn't matter, but I do think that was probably a little bit of the issue last week.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's true. Like chemistry is a big thing. So I get it. Like Lamar has great chemistry with those guys. And I like it's a whole different quarterback. And also it's a quarterback who's more dynamic, who can get you the football. There's a lot that's in that. You know what I mean? So I just feel like yeah, you go no what am I doing? You go Cooper Rush for the Lamar. Like, what are we doing here? Like, like I get it. Like I get it. Like I get it. If I'm a receiver, I get it. Like I get it.
I'm gonna say this. It'll be interesting for me to see how they handle things today. I really feel that, at least when it came to Coach Harbaugh, I really think that they did not expect. I really think that they felt like they had enough to get by the Texans.
Yeah.
So I kind of think that may have been more of a little bit of an eye opener of just how bad they are right now.
Oh, like how bad the situation is right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
they got some guys back. They have Kyle Hamilton back, Marlon Humphrey. So they do get some guys back.
That's
So
good.
hopefully that makes a difference.
That's huge. If they get them to get them back is huge.
Yeah.
So all right, what's that? Kanika Dunson. How you doing? She said, we shall see. I'm hoping for a win. This is an uphill battle for sure. I look forward to your coverage after the game. Go Ravens. Oh, that's what's up. Cree, look at you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And she's right. She used the correct word, uphill battle, because it's gonna be an uphill battle.
Oh, it definitely is. It's gonna be a tough one. But I think again, like the Texans, well, it's tougher than the Texans. I won't even lie to you. The Rams are.
It is.
But they got people back though. This is good though. To your point, they got people back.
Sean McVay gonna come in here trying to pull out all the stuff.
No, he like to turn up. That boy crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's gonna take full advantage of this week.
Yeah.
Missing different pieces. He's gonna take advantage of the weaknesses.
How much pressure you think this on? Since he's got some pieces back, how many? I feel like he didn't deserve any blame last week in terms of Zach Orr, defensive coordinator for the Ravens. I don't think he deserved any like negative feedback last week because they dealt with so many injuries. But now that you get some of his dogs back, how much pressure is it on him to now have to take the lead role? Now it used to be like it had to be on the offense. Now I look at it like it has to pretty much be on the defense to maintain this, to maintain this play. I mean, maintain quality play. So how do you feel? How much pressure is on him this week? I mean, today, not this week.
Oh man, I mean, he's been dealing with pressure all season, but it's definitely. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
I don't think today is any different than the past few weeks, except for people are going to expect more from him this week because his weapons are back, just because going into the bye week. To our point earlier, Cooper Rush is the quarterback.
Yep.
So there's they need the defense to make some plays, get some turnovers. I will say this though, I don't typically see Zach Orr in the individual drill period being very hands-on during that time because they have position coaches, right? So he doesn't have to be. He doesn't need to be. But this week, he was up in there.
Oh,
he was
really?
Trying to work. Oh, yeah. He was trying to work with them on blocking. And I even had to do a double take because I was like, because he's just not usually in the individual drills like that.
Yeah.
But he was in there this week. So I think he understands the pressure that's on him and his defense.
He understands the moment. He knows what time it is. Yeah, I just feel like this is the game. Like we talk about it, like we talked about this in the past. The identity of this team has been the offense of late now, right? Now I
Yeah.
think it has to switch back. They need to go back to they need to go back in the past of what it used to be a Baltimore Raven. Like it needs to be right
I would
now.
agree.
This defense needs to they need to tap into some Ray Lewis, Ed Reed type of Baltimore Ravens squad to a point where
I mean,
they,
I agree, but
yeah, I know. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be that mode. It's got to be like, all right, we're here. Like it's Kyle Hamilton's got to be like, now, all right, it's our team now. It ain't.
well, you know,
Mhm.
oh,
Go ahead.
speaking of Kyle Hamilton, you know they brought in a new safety, Alohi Gilman,
Yeah.
this week, and there's a lot of chatter that, well, one of the reasons they needed help in the secondary, but two, also there's a lot of chatter that this might move Kyle Hamilton closer to the line of scrimmage since they've been having so much trouble getting to the quarterback. And now that I think that now that they brought Alohi in, I think they feel like they have someone reliable in the secondary so that they can move Kyle Hamilton around more. So we'll see if that is what happens. But
so he's gonna play off the rip. He's gonna play. He's supposed to play today. Oh, that's wow. That's interesting. Jeez, they not playing. They not playing. They not playing.
He did say he's familiar with the Rams from his time with the Chargers. So
I
mean, obviously the Ravens is a different system, but I think he feels comfortable with the opponent.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So defense. Speaking of defensively, the Ravens have like have battled. They will have Wiggins and Hamilton, right? They will have both, right? Confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Humphrey.
Humphrey. All right. Cool. So I mean, how does this like secondary? How does his secondary you feel like match up or line up against, say, the Rams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, and Devontae Adams? I keep Devontae Adams on their squad too. So how does do you feel like that's the key matchup within this game?
Yes, but based on the past few weeks, they haven't been able to stop nobody. So I hope, something changes today because if the Texans put up 44 points, we know the Rams are capable of a lot more than that. So I'm just hoping that there's some adjustments on defense that helps contain those benefits.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I love the real time. I love it. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be difficult. Like you got the Rams have one of the better receiving cores in football. Well, with those two alone, right? And you got Matthew Stafford who's still playing great football as a quarterback. And you talked about Sean McVay in terms of one of the better offensive minds in the NFL. So it's definitely gonna be tough. I feel like with the Ravens, if the Ravens can just tap in and kind of put pressure on Matthew Stafford, they have a chance. They definitely have a chance because I feel like there's nothing, and for anything, like the Ravens got to play desperate. So it goes to for me, they have to play desperate.
I felt like that last week too.
But I will lean on this way. I'll go. So it takes me to my next question. What are your keys for Ravens victory against the Rams?
At this point, I'm running out of ideas. Just being honest. I was like, man. But I think a lot of it does go back to what we talked about earlier. Just making sure that they get the run game going. Cooper in the offense, they've got to move the ball this week. They've got to find a way to do that. And this is the week the defense needs to try to get turnovers. I know that's something that they've been working on, and it hasn't happened. They're at the bottom of the league with 2 turnovers. And can you believe my Jags are at the top of the league? Let me just drop that.
I like how you did that. I like how you did that. I like how you
drop that in there. But they're at the bottom of the league in turnovers, which is extremely surprising for a Baltimore Ravens team.
Yeah.
So they need some turnovers today.
That was slick. I like that. Especially
I really wanted to bring out that stat about the Ravens.
No, I got you.
A good time just because honestly, it was a little. It's surprising to see that just flip.
Yeah. No, I think it's Because the Ravens always get turnovers.
Up there.
Yeah, they always get turnovers. The Ravens always get turnovers. That's been their thing forever, to be honest with you. Shoot, I used to get them a fantasy football because that alone, like they used to get turnovers all the time. They need to create turnovers. Matthew Stafford does give you if anything, Matthew Stafford does give defenses an opportunity to get picks. Santiago, said I agree, Santiago. He said hard to believe the Ravens are 1-4. Believe me, bro. When I see the record, I'm surprised too. 1-4 is
crazy.
It's wild to me. I don't care how tough the schedule has been, because it has been a tough schedule. But still, like I'm always expecting the Ravens to kind of like, because they're the Ravens, to still be on like anything 2-2 at the least. To be real with you,
something that
or 3-2 or 2-3. Excuse me.
To that point, I think one thing that is a little concerning to me is the continuity on offense. And pretty much, I mean, there are some new pieces on defense, but they have most of their guys. So the fact that they don't go from one season to the next being able to continue that momentum, I don't know if I quite know what that's about. I know it's a new season, but at this point, most of them have been together for at least 2.
Agreed. I totally agree. New non-swirls on. What's going on? Carita, if Baltimore doesn't make the playoffs, should there be a change in coaching staff next season?
I think there probably would be, depending on the role.
Okay.
I feel like they would kind of balance that a little bit, right? Because of the fact that this would be the first time in the last 3 years that they hadn't made it to the playoffs. So I don't know that they would do some large, wide-scale change, but I do think that there would be certain positions that they would look at for sure.
Yeah, I think they don't make the. I will say, if they don't make the postseason,
with this roster, it's the roster for me. It's like the pieces that are on this team, they should not be at 1-4 right now.
Yeah, I agree.
It definitely shouldn't be in a situation where we're questioning if they make the playoffs.
Yeah. Sounds like I agree, Carita. They know the standard there. Yeah,
they do. They absolutely do.
Yeah, it's wild. Just wow. All right, so let's get into it. So give me your predictions then, Carita. What's your prediction? What's gonna happen? What's happening today? What's the vibe? What's going on?
At first I thought it was going to be raining today because it was supposed to. So I think it'd be like a lower scoring game because of that. It's still windy. It's still pretty windy. So I think that will favor some of the passing.
Which would be good.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go with like I'm going to hope for the best. I'm going to go for like I'm going to go 28.
Okay.
Like 28-24.
28-24? Ravens? Okay.
I'm picking the Ravens because they need it.
They need it. They need it. I don't know if 1-5 you get to the playoffs.
I don't know if I know. They need it, so I'm just gonna go with I'm picking them in hope that they feel the positive energy.
I with you. I hope they can pick this one up. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I think 1-5. I don't care if 8 coming back. That's a lot to put on 8 shoulders after the bye. I think 2-4, knowing that you got 8 after the bye, and if he wins that game, you're 3-4. Like that changes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is you're gonna have to, if you didn't play it with all your heart in against the Texans, you better put everything in it. This game, you gotta treat this game like this. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta treat this game like the Super Bowl. I won't even lie to you. They gotta treat this game like it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I would have thought last week. I was thinking last week, like they would have pulled out all the stops, but they did not pull out all the stops last week. But they need to pull out all the stops this week.
Agreed. I totally agree. All right, so let's go with some over unders for those gambling folks. All right, it's wild. Like last week, Cooper Rush, the over under was like 79.5. He 179.5 passing yards. The dude got 179 passing yards last week. Wild.
Did he?
Yeah, on the dot, like 179 on the dot.
I probably said, did I say under? I think I said under.
I don't know. I think under. Yeah, you won. That's cool because under is like the real bet. Like that's what it is. You were right.
Oh, okay.
Because when it's 179.5, it's basically in the middle. You got to be under. You can't. If you go over, you're on.
Okay.
So you know what
Got
I'm
it.
saying? So yeah, you can look at you winning. Look at you. All right, so the over under for him now is throwing for him is the throw for 186.5 passing yards.
I'm still going under.
You know, under?
Because I just hope he doesn't have to throw that much.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, truth be told, if he's throwing for like 200 plus yards, I mean, chances are it's not a good look. Oh, chances are.
The higher his passing yards are, that means the run game ain't going nowhere.
Oh, well, that means that something's not going as planned. Put it that way.
Exactly.
Let's put it that way. All right, over or under Derrick Henry rushing for. They got him for 70 yards, 70 rushing yards. That's what Vegas has. 70, not even 100.
He hasn't even made 70.
Yeah, since
today I am trying to be positive.
I know you are. You're very positive
So
right now today.
I'm gonna go over. I'm hoping this is the day.
All right, so you're going over.
Make something happen.
All right, today's a good day. Like Cube said, today's a good day. So today's a good day. We know what?
But he hasn't even really made that at all so far this season. So.
I feel like this is pretty low for Derrick Henry. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like this should
be
over. I know the Rams have a good defense, but I'm sorry. Like, it's Derrick Henry we talking about.
I'm hoping it's over.
Yeah, I'm with
I'm doing a lot of hoping today.
Yeah. Here go what my man said. He said Ravens field goal kicker cost him $500 last week. Couldn't even believe he missed a chip shot. I know. He cost me a fantasy win. He cost me a fantasy win.
This is the time to bet on the kid. He's going to be like this. It's his rookie season, so he's gonna like.
Look, Carita, I picked this dude up on just because we've been doing this show and I've been watching this. I've been studying like the Ravens, right? So I studied this kicker, right? I studied him, and I was like, I like this kid. I drafted him. The first 2 weeks, I think that's why I chose him, because you kept saying you liked him in camp. So I chose him.
Like him.
I know, and he was good. He was good for me the first 2 weeks. He was amazing. No, first 3 weeks. He was immaculate. I'm using TI words now. He was immaculate. He's amazing. And then all of a sudden he missed that kick. I was like, and I saw the game. I was like, damn it, dude, you cost me a fantasy win.
But that game, nothing was going right.
Yeah, nothing was going right. I know, facts. That's so true. So true. Hey, so Kareem, about to close this show out. So before we close it out, please let folks know how they can catch you on social media, catch your great content, and please plug Double Take Sports as well.
Yes, so you can find me on social media at Carita Parks on all platforms. You can also find all of my Ravens content on Bowie TV Sports at Bowie TV Sports. And then, be sure to check out Double Take Sports. That's my sports media company. We are ramping up because Wizard season is starting today, preseason. Mm-hmm. So be sure to check that out at DBL Take Sports and also dbltakesports.com. So we cover NBA, WNBA, golf, just everything else.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also I would be remiss when I didn't speak about this. Like the passing to Craig Heights, they're showing love for him over there right now in the press box for the Baltimore Ravens. He was so important. He was so cool seeing him at Wizards games. He was all over the DMV, the area in terms of sports teams. Can you just talk about when you heard news about Craig's passing?
Yeah, it was definitely surprising because he was here last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Spoke to him, and so just to hear, he's been here pretty much every Sunday, but in particular, he was here last Sunday and spoke to him, and he just wouldn't. It's just a reminder that life is short and anything can happen, because to see someone here 1 minute, not the next, is pretty eye-opening.
It is. Like I can speak from my experience with him. Just like Wizard games. Like anytime I would go into the press, where the press meet up, like to pick up your stats and things of that sort. And he would be there. Not the press box. The media room. I ain't want to give everybody the media room. But like he would always greet me, say hi, and as if like he knew me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how you doing? How's life? Blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, this dude is so nice. So yeah, man. R.I.P. Craig Heights.
And that's where I first met him. Actually, was Wizard stuff.
Yeah, and he'll greet you. Like it's like some people are like real standoffish, but he's not.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's what. So like R.I.P. Craig Heights, really cool dude. But yeah, again, hopefully a Ravens win. We'll see what happens. We'll tap in on the pregame, on the post, or the recap show, which is Tuesday, 8:30. Unless things change and life changes, then we can move that around. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene for ages. Yeti deuces. We are out. Peace.
Swag.